What's up, guys, and welcome back to Earth Zero. I'm your host, Black Nick, and we are here with more drama. And it's now She-Hulk versus Deadpool. One's the twerk dance scene, and one's the in sync bye bye baby, or whatever. But it's now just getting out of hand with these certain groups of people that are coming out and telling us males that enjoyed Deadpool and Wolverine and that didn't like She-Hulk that we are sexist and misogynist and blah 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 and all that nonsense, dude. First of all, I do not watch series based off of people's genders, bro. I watch series based off of how interesting or interested I am in that character, dude. I didn't go watch Ant-Man 3 because I am not a fan of Ant-Man, bro. I don't care about Ant-Man. And by chance, the movie did terribly, but anyway, and was a bad movie. But I didn't go watch it in cinema because I don't care about that character, dude. You know, it's just like I watch things about the characters that I care about or am interested in, and I've been very interested in the Hulk family all in all for such a long period of time. So I never come into this series with a mindset that like, this show's gonna be trash because there's a female protagonist. I don't know where they're coming up with this kind of nonsense. There's so much female content out there, whether animated, whether live action or whatever. Arcane's a good example, bro. Flippin' Jinx, one of my favorite characters. I forgot what her sister's name is called. Even her older sister, too cool. But Jinx is just my favorite character in the whole of the Arcane show, you know? Those are female protagonists. Barbie, good movie. You know, I don't even need to bring out all the examples. Kill Bill, etc. Old Guard with Charlize Theron. I love that movie, dude. There's nothing wrong with female protagonists, bro. You know, I'm not gonna come and approach a certain series because from the complaints they're giving me, they're making it seem like I need to now approach certain things by not hurting people's feelings, like going, oh, it's a show with a female protagonist. I need to open my mind, you know. I need to, not hit anyone's buttons, bro. And I have to like it kind of show, dude. No, I have the exact same criticism I have when I walked into Deadpool and Wolverine. And in my review, I'm sure you heard me say it, I thought the storyline for that movie was trash. But everything else made up for it because it was a fanboy fest. Fanboy service was on another level in that movie. And it was just too good and too overwhelmingly good that I thought the whole movie was just entirely good, all in all, whether the plot was carrying it or not, or you thought it was decent or whatever. But I did admit that the plot wasn't the strongest point at all in the movie, you know? But anyway, going back to She-Hulk, dude, like, I'm not gonna approach this show because in some, like, nice, respectful manner and try and change my mindset because it's a female. I'm watching it the same way I watch every other series, bro. And She-Hulk just wasn't it for me. I thought it was garbage. I thought the comedy was trash. I thought what was happening was just trash, dude. We would be going from trying to train She-Hulk, to her being a lawyer, to her going on dates, to her going to therapy sessions, to her twerking. Just, it was all over the place for such a terrible conclusion, and I wasn't having fun, and it wasn't funny in any slightest bit, bro. That's the main problem that I had, I think, overall with it, is that I was just not laughing, dude. I just didn't find any of their jokes funny. I don't know if it's some modern day new humor, but that stuff, like, I love comedy shows, dude. I watch a lot of comedy. So I'll obviously compare the comedy from that to other comedy shows at the level that I laugh at and the humor that I had. And it didn't have it, dude. And then everything else just didn't back it up, dude. So it just landed up being a cringe show. With that in context, that all led up to the dancing and the twerking scene being even more horrible, more cringy. You know, it's all the context behind building your character and making people like your character, which will allow certain things to, to go by past fine or be accepted and so forth. And Deadpool has 3 other movies. And I would say, in terms of how many episodes She-Hulk has, 1 to 9, I think there's 9 or 10 episodes. and all of them about 40 minutes each, I would say, dude. All of those episodes is equivalent to like all three Deadpool movies. So they could have done so much to their character and made me love that character so much within just those 9, 10 episodes or whatever. I forgot what it was like, dude. But everything was terrible in that. Meanwhile, Deadpool his first movie was great. His second movie was great, dude. So with all of that context being behind it and his character being established and us knowing that Deadpool is that kind of character to do silly dancing things like that, the whole bye bye scene was perfect, dude. It was nostalgic, it was perfect, it was something we enjoyed, and we know his character is like that. She-Hulk I've never seen interpreted in a live action series before. Second of all, I haven't read her comics to like the fullest capacity of knowing exactly who she is. So I was relying on this show to like actually make me, care about this character. And they didn't, because it was just full of rubbish, bro. You know? So with all of that in context, getting all the way up to the twerking scene, it's like, why is she twerking just randomly in the middle of the show? Second of all, there's nothing there for her to twerk. There was like nothing there for her to twerk. First of all, that's what makes it even more cringy for me. Maybe people are like, no, but that's the comedy aspect of it, bro. But if I just took out that comedy, just that part of it, and I showed someone this, they'll be like, what the hell am I watching? If I just took that little part of her twerking. If I took the whole Deadpool part and showed someone random, they would be enjoying that scene even out of context, bro. They'll be like, what? This man. And that's also another thing, dude. It's like the comparison is like she's twerking and there's nothing there to twerk, which makes the whole scenario even more lame and more cringe compared to Deadpool that's dancing to in sync, but he's still dancing well. He's not like doing anything that's dumb. Like he's not pulling out some other silly moves or anything, bro. He's actually doing the dance from the actual song, bro, that you can relate to. So like it was not cringe in any bits or form, dude. Compared to this character that was so self-aware, She-Hulk. She's so self-aware and conscious about herself and wants people to like her normal self and not only her as She-Hulk, the whole time. And then the next thing, she's there busy twerking in her office as a lawyer, and she's twerking nothing, bro. Like, the whole show was just dumb in itself, dude. And if people are like, nah, you're just pointing fingers and everything, for me to put my final stamp on the show to tell you how much they did not care about this show and that the person who read this is not a comic book, who made this is not a comic book fan, never read a comic book in her life, is when they introduced bloody damn Scar. They massacred my boy Scar. This is not what Scar flippin' looks like, dude. Who is this man? This man looks like he came out of high school, bro. Like, this is not Scar, bro. And that's the tone of the whole show, dude. It's like watching a parody of something, dude. That's why no one likes the show, dude. And it wasn't funny in any of its slightest way. Whether it was supposed to be done or not done like that, I just don't think it was the correct route of introducing and making people take this character seriously, bro. With Deadpool, even though he's all funny and everything, when it comes to the action and everything, it's like back to like serious tone. He's back down to business and everything, and it incorporates it well with his character. But She-Hulk had so much things going on that didn't even help, emphasize her character or make her character appealing at the end of the day. And then they still doing bad Easter eggs and cameos like this as well, dude. And there was just no fan service at all, bro. It was just like we were just watching for the sake of watching. And by the time the season finale came out, I was like, I actually wasted my bloody damn time. Like, if I didn't watch this, it would not affect me at all throughout the rest of my life of MCU, dude. And it's just at the end of the day, the only difference between people that like She-Hulk and She-Hulk and the people that are not happy with the show is that you can just tell who are the fans and who aren't the real fans, dude. That's in my opinion, dude. I don't think if you're a Marvel fan and from what you and even if you are an MCU fan, you should have the standards of what we got from Iron Man 1 all the way to Endgame. You saw those high quality standards we got, you know? And then we went from that quality to She-Hulk, and you're telling me I need to still like it, bruh. Shame on you.